welcome back to the Gunnaz podcast. Jamaica, 0. Cuba, 0. Disappointing result or not, we need to talk about that miss, the two misses from our supposed strikers. And we're going to talk about 5 things to know after the Jamaica versus Cuba game in conjunction with our player ratings. So, stay tuned.
Jamaica have a lifeline. How about this?
Big up Gunnaz, I hear that. Don't know something that Gunnaz may say, but big up Gunnaz.
Before the game, you were there, you were in the stadium. I heard that, or based off the press conference, they were saying that the stadium was lit. I saw a bag of people there, a bag of friends. So, how was it? What was the atmosphere like?
Well, the atmosphere, I don't think the atmosphere was like a lot of people were there, obviously, but we never feel the atmosphere there, like what I felt against Canada last year. Even though there were less people, the atmosphere in the stadium was pumping. So even though a lot of people were there, you never hear a lot of cheers. Yeah, the bands and there, but it was a controlled game. It wasn't physical. It wasn't one of those games that's gonna get people up. Obviously, when the boy Casey Palmer goes up and flick a ball over a man, the whole crowd are really kick the ball in. And then when he flick the man on the ground as well, the whole crowd are real. But in terms of the entirety of the game, it was good to see the support there. And I'm sure the players would have felt that there were a lot of people there and they would have feel good about that. But I think the atmosphere could have been better. However, before the game, I was shocked. I wasn't expecting so much people, especially due to the fact that Leon Bailey was out of the squad. Maybe some people just not follow social media enough to just know say him did out. Them just know say him did in the squad and say, we are forward, go watch Bailey. So them goalie never did know say him injured or stuff like that. So maybe that's the reason why them forward see him. But there are a lot of people there say we Bailey there, which would back up the point when we just make. Yeah, them now follow the media. So them see say them not the squad, but them never follow the media. So yeah, bro.
It was like getting in easy. Were the tickets, and I just want just general knowledge so that we can encourage people to go to the game.
Getting in not easy as usual, dog. Getting out was a problem. You see me? So the traffic outside for even before the game, we left out long before we reached in the stadium like 6:30, but we were in traffic for a mad 45 minutes to an hour before we could get in the parking lot. So yeah, bro, before that, apart from the traffic going into the stadium and leaving the stadium, it was pretty good, dog. Easy for getting, not a whole lot of problems and everything, dog. So, yeah, bro. The atmosphere did calm before the match, though, in terms of like music they play. Obviously, from the selector them did and thing before match. Vibes did a build before the game. So yeah, bro. Good atmosphere, decent.
All right, well, let's get straight into the football now. Before the game, Steve McClaren was talking the talk. All the players seemed like they were lively. It felt like Hammer Halgrimson joining the Reggae Boyz again with just the good vibes and the energy. But I think one of the big questions for me was Jamal L was not included in the squad, which I found very weird. But then yet he started. And I think that the team selection in general, I had a lot of questions, looking at that formation. I was like, who is playing in midfield? But I think a lot of the questions were answered. I think he did a good formation. But what were your thoughts?
Yeah, bro, it was a lot of people would think of it as a 4-2-3-1, but even the way how he mentioned in his press conference, he was like Lati was a lone six and he allowed Casey Palmer and Bobby Reed to go up and express themselves. So knowing that they were coming up against Cuba, it was more like a 4-3-3 with combinations out wide. So you would have say Dexter, Casey, and Dexter, Casey, and Lowe up on the right side. And obviously Bobby Reed had the freedom to go over there sometimes. A lot of time you'd have see Dexter and Bobby Reed link up with some reverse passes and then look at things there. So yeah, bro, generally, bro, I'm just vexed when I score because there's nothing more you can ask a coach to do or a team to do in a game of that setting. When it was 11v11, we created opportunities to score. And when it was 11v10, we still created opportunities to score. So it's not like we lacked threat or we weren't able to be incisive or break down their backline. We just never take our chances and we get them. and questions need to be asked of the players that are in those positions, which we will get into.
Yeah, I mean, 21 shots, 7 shots on target, 3 big chances created. Mikel Antonio hit the post. So I genuinely don't. The coach, it was a control display. I think it's the most passes I've seen from some of these players. I think Ethan Pinnock had like 80 something passes, which is, we're getting to the place where we're actually playing some football. But anyways, let's not belabor this too much. Let's get straight into the player ratings. Andre,
Clean sheet, can't fault him for nothing. I doubt he had a save to make. Just give him a standard 7 and move.
yeah.
Yeah, but they rate. Yes, no, hold on. At the end of the match, when the big stinking Canadian Cuban player did it up on the ground, I go down going up cramp, the brown boy. See? And it basically stopped the game. Right at the end of the game, and stoppage time. Andre Blake go down there and receive the yellow card. Did you see that on TV?
No.
Andre Blake received the yellow card. I love that. You can't just go out somewhere. Andre let him go all the way down to the next goal for argue. Tell him to get up, slap up him foot. Yeah, brother, you can't have no man of father that waste time for ground and you did this, take it, so brother. You have to go rough up man, bad man. So I love that.
Yeah, I was going to ask about the yellow card. The only he had some shaky moments, in all honesty. Spilling the ball, I think that
I thought that was a foul.
And the penalty, the one that the guy ran in and then he hit him. Bro, when I saw it, I was like,
yeah. Media say it was a penalty, dog. Media say it was a penalty.
It's a clear penalty for me.
Yeah, bro. But because the player never ever get the ball anyway, I think the referee just say, just move. You see me?
Yeah, the referee, he never seemed like he was trying to make any enemies or friends in that.
I bet that the first match that I go. And it's so funny as well because normally every time we go match, referee get told about him mother and one bag of things. And the moment we mention that, him do some foolishness, like the whole stadium tell him. I said that because it was a good moment in the wild now. Me and Nandez said, big up yourself, Nandez, and we are talking. I said that. Brother, the referee, it's our first matches to come and the referee now get this. And as we said that the man make one decision, I said, John, no, dog. Like a commentator's curse.
But it was a good refereeing display. I think, in all honesty, it was a good refereeing display. Anyways, moving on. Dexter.
In that second half, Lembikisa was a spark on the right side, but you could have seen him tired. And that's the reason why we had to make those winger changes. Actually, put wingers there, because you can't ask man for you to play right wing, and then if there's a counter, dog, if you have to run back to. In the fry, the last 20 minutes of second half, the man up on E, and the man still a go. Very, very talented player. On the ball as well. Brilliant. No winger can't go beat the man. You see me? Man, them a move like just through the same idiot winger where Cuba have a try spin him and a beat him. The man just a go left and a go right him. All know him can't beat Lemby. The moment him say him a go suffer beat Lemby win him ball. Me I say when I idiot them man they can pass Lemby. So off the ball, on the ball, Lemby is just a genius, brother. You see me? Man created chances as well. I think we should have won a penalty in a situation. I remember if I did him or somebody else. But yeah. But I give him 8 the game, bro.
Yeah, I think he was solid. I totally agree with that. All right, Damian Lowe.
Brother, the whole stadium like Lowe, brother. Man, woman, boy, child. They could have just hear it in a stadium that when that man get the ball and just a line up a long pass will never work. Ever. And it just broke everybody vibes in a stadium, dog. It's not even a joke at this point, brother. Just knock a ball shot, dog. Your work would have just easy. The team come out and play different. We've never seen Jamaica play like this in a long while. But you just have to spoil it. You have 2-3 passes and you make a long diagonal where you can't make. Ethan Pinnock does it, but guess what?
Yeah.
Him find him, man. You see me? So if you know you can't find the player, stop do it, dog. Stop it. This goes better the moment the stadium see the ball reach him. Him could have free in a 20 acres of space. Everybody has said, don't pass the ball, give him. We prefer lose it as in a crowd than give him finger kick away ball, brother. But him have a clean sheet, so him a 6.5.
Yeah, it wasn't terrible.
Brother, him draw with fans from the crowd. Even before they watch on TV, the man, so when him see the man kick away ball, him could have passed him, the keeper and the wing back. The man just lock off the TV, brother. So imagine people in the man say, I can't sit down and watch this, brother. You see me? So imagine people in our stands. It's a brother. If you're dead in the stands and in the stadium, you just feel it. Nobody no like low, brother. Nobody.
Well, yeah, I don't really have anything else to say about that. But moving into the first thing, Ethan Pinnock is Rupert. Yeah, Ethan Rupert Pinnock. What a game. The man showed his Premier League quality. In my eyes, he showed the Premier League quality because he didn't have to make a tackle. The man just ease off people after the ball. The man just said, yo, bring. It was just a really good performance. The passes, I think he had 13 passes into the final third. Just really top performance by him. But what are your thoughts?
Yeah, bro. Just quality, as you said. Always winning the ball high up the pitch. Always tight to him, man. Everything it's just quality. Long passes. You can't ever call it long ball because like him a kick with the ball, him a find him in players. Right? You can just know say I don't know if I explain it. It's just quality, bro. It is just quality. I'm gonna understand going back to Damien though, I'm gonna understand how this man is 31-year-old and still can't switch a long diagonal. What is your point? If you're a 31-year-old and you still can't find an accurate long diagonal, you don't know, say that's just not your game. Stop trying. But yeah, moving on.
But yeah, what rating?
8.
8. Alright, cool. Alright, Amarabel.
He was one of the quieter ones. He never do nothing bad. Didn't really have a lot to do.
Around, you remember the pass that layoff for Jamal L?
Yeah, that me I say. I was getting into it. So he never did nothing bad. Defensively, he never really have a lot to do. Attacking wise, we never really attack a lot on the team side for some weird reason. Where they try attack on Lembikisa side. But yeah, he had a good cutback. Jamal Lowe should have scored that. So solid game. I give him an 8.
Yeah, I agreed. All right, moving on to Lati.
Solid. He really worked well in that defensive midfield role. He gave them the platform, as Steve McClaren said, to go forward. He was always, his counter pressing was good. He was aggressive, winning back the ball. So yeah, you could have asked much more from a defensive midfield player in that game. A lot of people are saying they didn't want him to take out the ball more, but he's there to just win the ball and let it go. I think Jamaica missed in that midfield though a left-footed player. It was just one-dimensional. Like when a left-footed player take out the ball in a other guard role, him can just swing across in from the angle. We never have that at all. So even if we had a left footer, we could have had different angles in the attacking third. And I think that kind of hampered the way how we create. It was just donut in our way. One way, go around, simple. We need a natural left footer in our midfield. Or somebody who can bring
Daniel Johnson.
Cuba. Daniel Johnson against Cuba, why not? You see me?
Yeah.
But yeah, we just needed someone that is going to pose a different threat from different angles in that attacking third. And I think a left-footed midfielder would have helped. A lot of people that said Tariq McGee, you just said Daniel Johnson. I just think we needed something different to break them down. So, yeah, bro, Lati would have given him an 8.
All right. No, the man of the match. Has to be the man of the match. No question about it. Casey Palmer. Your rating.
Yeah, bro, I had this conversation with my friends and they dissed me up because I tell them say Casey Palmer was good, but second half him never really demand the ball as much in first half. So yeah. First half him did have a whole lot of the ball. He was creating some good chances. Him mink up the idiot them from Cuba. The dentist them. And yeah, bro, I flick some man and kick some shots off. He was the only one taking shots as well. So yeah, good performance in the first half, but second half when we did really need somebody to take the game by the scruff of the neck, he was non-existent, and he's just the truth. So yeah, you decide to give him man of the match. I'm not gonna argue with it because the first half was good, but second half him just never get on the ball at all, as much as we would like. There's literally no Jamaican player that went into the pocket between the back line and the front four to try and receive the ball there and make something happen. And whether that was going to be a striker or one of those midfielders, none of them did it. All of them were occupying wide spaces. So that did kind of take out of the game. So yeah, you would have to rate him. Give him a rating since you make him man of the match.
I think 8.5.
Mm.
Yeah, I think he had a very positive performance. I kind of disagree. I think at least from the TV, it looked like he was dropping into those half spaces. Um, and that's exactly where his chance was created from. I don't think, coach has the full trust of him yet. But I think in terms of playing, because I didn't understand his role under Hal Grimson, but I think it's just a coaching thing at the end of the day.
Mm.
I think, he said, obviously, with the new coach, you have to have a different style of play that suits me more to get on the ball, create chances. Obviously, for the forward players, it is something to go by, and I enjoy playing for the coach. You can just see it. He was happy. His interviews, he did all the media work. Um, and I think, yeah, overall from the whole midfield, I think he had a good game.
He's an attacking midfielder. Algrimson played him as a central midfielder,
Yeah.
a deep line midfielder. So, yeah, Algrimson was just so stink. And yes, England dump him up today. Thinking Algrimson, England dump up
Yeah, I
Ireland.
forgot about that. Yeah,
Dump up
2-0.
Ireland. Let's go, Daddy Dex and Grealish. The two dog them used to play for Ireland to hold that Grimmy. Hold that punk Grimmy. Hold that. Yeah, brother. Next
Well,
up.
anyways, that is Casey Palmer. Going on to the next midfielder, surprise midfielder today, Bobby Reed.
Again, first half was good. Second half kind of tailed off. We never have nobody just taking up the game in the second half. So, but I give him the same as the rest of the midfield. That's at 8. I don't really have much to say.
All right, let's move on to Jamal Lowe.
Yeah, so and apart from the chance that Jamal Lowe missed, I don't think he was bad in the game. But at the end of the day, I can't just say apart from the chance because that's a chance to win the game. You see me? And that is your sole purpose of being an attacker on a team to score goals or create chances to score. So if you get your chance to score and you don't, it's gonna completely X off everything else we did right in the game. Because first off, he was picking the ball up deep, he was carrying the ball, he managed to attract yellow cards from other players pulling him back. And it was bright in that first half. Second half, obviously, it tailed off a little bit, but he still was finding himself in good positions to score. And I just don't know why him get that shot punt up and feel like with so much time and feel like him didn't need to kick
Yeah,
it
him could
one
have
time.
control it
Yeah,
easily.
brother. Him could have controlled the ball and fire ball in the net. I don't know what flying eye dog he said make him do that. But at the end of the day, as an attacker, that is what is going to be the shining light of your performance. If you miss a chance like that, we could have win us a game. So at the end of the day, we have to give him a 6.5.
That's actually what football gave him. But 433 presser, I'll call him out on this. Sorry that he cannot answer, but he said that we have a striker and winger problem. Do you agree?
Well, Jamal Lowe does not make it into our first team. We've seen it not only with not first team, but our first squad. We've seen it not only
Exactly.
with Hal Grimson, but we've also seen it with Steve McClaren. He's not rated by any coach that comes in, but he is trusted. So
Mm-hmm.
you mentioned the fact that he didn't make it, but yet him start over Dixon, him start over Norman Campbell. The reason for that is he might not, because when you have pick attackers, you have to pick it with a balance. So obviously he can come in and he can start, but at the end of the day, and every time, especially against certain opponents, you go want somebody who will come in and feel like so they need to start. That just like cause a rift sometimes. So then I think the squad was selected in our right way, and I did expect him to start, even though he was not selected. Because at the end of the day, you play 2 games. You don't need a Jamal Lowe if there's a chance that you can give Dixon. I block the pathway for Dixon, or I block the pathway for Norman Campbell if you want to give those people a chance. But if a Leon Bailey is out, then all right, he can come in and he can start. You see me? Because he would have just be replacing Leon Bailey. So that's what a lot of people need to get. And this is very far from in a year's time. This team is not is we're going to see a whole lot of different changes. I don't think we have a problem per se. We just have to just give time and see how best things develop. To be honest,
Yeah, no, I'm in full agreement. I think
remember Will's
Lowe.
pass come back as well.
Sorry.
Remember Will's pass come back as well. Leon Bailey have to forward back, and just them two players there alone is just added quality right off.
Yeah, I fully agree. I think Jamal Lowe, I think he definitely played the role well. I think you know what you're going to. He seems like a player that you just know what you're going to get from him. So I
Mm-hmm.
think it was just a controlled performance. It's disappointing that he didn't score, but I think you just have to move on. Another side. Damar agree.
Now, a lot of people, especially Nandez, here, say it was disappointing. And if I did some people, Nandez ever show shit. But I say we have to start talk about Damar great too, because if I did someone like I say, but this that obviously aiming at Bailey. But yeah, bro, he did put some crosses into the box. Take on him man a couple times. Nothing special though. He did have a chance where he could have scored in the when he get the shot off without the keeper save. And talking about Cuba's goalkeeper, what an extra guy. Brother, some things where the man do when the man makes some save more while I chuck off. Man mind me a Ramsdale, brother. Just a try to make it look pretty.
But he got his clean sheet.
Brother, look, I don't lie, but still I look on the little like it's a contract dog look or something. Everything the dog make a chuck off and make it look everything look like it's some wonderful genius save. The whole crowd is disgusted at him, bro. Like when he just well want to say the man them score for us.
But yeah, we didn't score. I am on his side still. He had a good performance. The keeper for me is the overall man of the match of the day.
Yeah, he saved the shot then, but whatever. It's easy to save something like
He did his job. He saved the shot.
It's easy to save something when I kick right after you, brother. Man, then find the bottom corner and kick the ball in it, brother. But yeah, apart from that, Damar agree 6. Performance could have been better.
Agreed. Did he rate low?
Yeah.
No, he didn't.
No, I never rate low. 6 point. Yes, I did. 6.5 again, brother.
All right. Moving on to the fourth thing. We're almost wrapped up. Mikel Antonio chance.
Brother, just put my ball in my neck, brother. I don't want excuses. You want starting striker for a Premier League team. You get that your bread and butter, bucky ball in my back and neck. Him too comfortably need to go sit down on the bench and give us a game. Just because I feel like saying part from West Ham, he must start him after start Jamaica. If it was at West Ham, he must score that time. No, they have stinking full crew to come take him game. Bucky ball in my back and neck, brother.
Yeah.
You see me? Bucky ball in my back and neck, brother. I him cause from a game, dog. And not only the goal when he score. The man stink, brother. It's hard for watch. The man just look like a heavy man on the field, brother. Brother, I can't even know that. The man look heavy on the field like he must struggle for more while, brother. Some simple ball forward. That's why a little boy in England have to trouble him boy now on the first touch. Can't control a ball, brother. Every ball forward, boom off him, man. He might look more fouls than what. Obviously, him win the red card, but I prefer they play against 11 man. Because we were better against 11 men than 10. You see me? And even Steve McClaren made mention of that. And a lot of people will say, a fools just do not talk. The people them when they really know football. A fools just talk. Oh, it's easier to play against 11 than 10. It is. Because when you play against 10, them only have one goal. Them not concede it. Them just defending the box. When you're playing against 11, you feel you have a chance. So you're going to look to attack and we can exploit and counter those spaces where you left open. Spaces aren't going to be open with 10 men. So it becomes a harder game to play, not only for the 10 men, but also for the team that has the impetus to break them down. You see me? So, brother, it just pissed me off, dog. Antonio, 4.
All right, bro. All right, well, that's wraps up all the players. Talking about the manager, I think this is where we have to go and to get into the positives. I think Steve would be the person of the game because he couldn't ask for more. All they needed to do is put the ball in the back of the net. Unfortunately, they didn't do so. But I think he set up the team well. We were controlled, we were passing. There were clearly certain things that he was working on in the training ground. So, yeah, what would you rate Steve McClaren?
I give him an 8. Good first game. But brother, in Jamaica, yeah, coach international, you're an assistant for it. Go put on a tracksuit pants or one. You don't have to wear suit and tie. We know the place at. But that's where the shorts thing then, brother. Man forward in a shorts and shirt, brother. And the training this dog, yeah, represent Jamaica dog. Go put on some clothes, bad man. Man forward out in a shorts, brother. And I made the man a whole. But apart from that, yeah, I'm giving him an 8. We can't fault him. The team go there and play good. Just these players they need for just compose themselves. Because he did say it. I am going to come and give you guys a platform, but you are the ones who have to prove it. Him go there, him give the team. He said that the team played to the letter exactly how he wanted them to. Right? But him can't tell Jamal Lowe say instead of kicking that shot one time when you have much acres of space for control it and pass the ball in the net. Him can't tell Damari Gray to find the corner calmly instead of kicking the ball from the keeper. Him can't tell Damari Gray again so when him go in one-on-one, he need to get the shot on target and not blast it over the bar. Him can't tell West Ham starting striker say need for bucky ball at the goal and not on the post. You see me? So yeah, bro, I can't fault McClaren at all for this game. We play better football, which is what the fans wanted.
Yep.
So why complain? Just finish your chances and there would have been no complaint. It would have been up the tricky, right, boys? You see me?
Well, yeah, I think he talked about setters and finishers in his press conference. And I mean, literally everything he spoke about in his press conference came to light in the game. So I don't think there's anywhere to fault him. He was talking about long passing system, that there are certain times to have long passes, certain time not to. And, I think it's a good first game. So I can. Anyways, we'll do the preview for Honduras in the coming days. So, yeah, take it away with the outro, my friend.
Yeah, man, guys, if you've made it this far, just remember to like the video, subscribe, comment, and share. And you can check us out on our socials at 876 Gunnaz on Instagram and TikTok. And lastly, if you want to support us monetarily, you can do so by buying us a coffee. And you can find the link below in the description. So thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you again next time. Peace.